Hi, good morning. It's Friday, and I hope you have your winter coats ready because apparently a polar vortex is coming our way, bringing cold weather and even some snow in some areas in May. Yeah, well, I mean, why not? Times couldn't be stranger, right? I got an email from Walmart yesterday about easy tips for staying fit while home now. There were exercises to do, equipment that I could buy, suggestions for good foods and meals and sources of protein to stay healthy and in shape during the quarantine. And I was reading all of that while bread was baking in the oven and I was getting ready to go sit on the couch and watch a documentary on Netflix. I've also been receiving all sorts of advice on ways to keep our congregations connected, plus ideas on how to keep our kids and ourselves from getting bored while home. It's amazing all the stuff we are bombarded with about how to survive this pandemic. This coronavirus has really messed up so many lives in so many ways, and everyone seems to have a solution for the fear, anxiety, depression, anger, boredom. I do too, but mine's a bit different. Since this pandemic hit, there's been a shift in our country, communities, our churches. Instead of gathering together, we are at home feeling confined and oftentimes miserable. It's been a real struggle to keep calm, wear masks when we go out, and wash our hands until they're chapped and dry as a bone. Yet although people are getting restless and that leads to anxiousness and sadly even some hostility, I've also noticed a sense of we'll get through this, not only in those signs hanging over our windows and doors, but in our hearts and minds too, as we wait out this seemingly endless time of sheltering in place. At the conclusion of Michelle Obama's book, Becoming, she says that she was just an ordinary person who found herself on an extraordinary journey. I really like that expression. And I was thinking the other day how that really applies to us right now. I mean, we are, truthfully, all ordinary people, especially where this virus is concerned. And right now, we too find ourselves on an extraordinary journey, one we didn't anticipate on taking 2 months ago. Yet here we are. And I can't help but think that in spite of how difficult this pandemic has been, and there is no denying that, maybe we've also been given a unique opportunity to perhaps reevaluate our lives and what we believe in, because this virus has actually made it possible to see what matters most to us, what we can live with and without, and what we can give to others. In fact, when this is over and we look back, my greatest hope is that we can say we learned some things, that we let go of some things, that we allowed what feels like a punishment in many ways to have had a profound effect on our priorities. And I hope we can say we grew spiritually. That maybe you learned to pray and meditate more. Maybe you learned to trust in God more and drew closer to Him. Maybe you developed a renewed capacity for hope. In fact, the psalmist encourages that with these words in Psalm 37, keep hope alive as you wait for God to come through for you. Don't you love that? Keep hope alive as you wait for God to come through for you. And learning to keep hope alive is only possible when we know and believe God's trustworthy and has our back, that He loves us and is for us. See, hope is my answer to surviving this pandemic. Why? Because hope is what makes us able to face even the most unfavorable times with a more positive attitude. Because hope is the belief that things will eventually work out, especially when it seems otherwise. Because hope helps you stay calm and peaceful when something less than calm and peaceful emerges, like this coronavirus. Because hope believes that God is right now working out a solution for you and me. Because hope believes God will get you through this. and that the future you place in His hands will be better than the present one you hold in your own. See, simply defined, hope is the belief that my tomorrow will be better than my today. And because I have hope, I can hang on one more day, and then one more day, and one more day after that. So today, I want you to check your hope meter. And if it's not where it should be, where you want it to be, here's a few suggestions to get it there. Realize that even when times are tough, you can do much more than just endure your current situation. In fact, you can actually find ways to be okay, even enjoy life in the middle of the worst circumstances like this pandemic, when you remember that life is a gift from God and decide to embrace it. Ask God to help you notice and feel His presence with you in every situation, and praise Him when you sense Him nearby, and praise Him even when you don't. And whenever your sense of hope starts running out, ask God to renew you with a fresh dose of it so you can continue to faithfully deal with all the stuff that comes with being in quarantine right now. Work on doing those things, and then watch how the hope will rise in your heart. And hope is really the only thing that'll help us get through this terrible time, because without it, we have nothing. See, I believe we can make it through this pandemic. And yes, eating healthy and exercising is a great idea. I'm going to do a bit of it more myself. But along with that, let's keep our hope meter in shape too. So please stay safe and stay home. Continue wearing your masks and washing your hands. Find a blessing today. Look, we made it to May. Summer is right around the corner. So have a great day. I'll be praying for you. And I'll see you tomorrow. I love you. Peace.